check, check. Clicking in and strange, mate. Very, very strange. Check, check, check. Check, check. Check, check. Yeah, now it goes off. Checks here. Should be working. It seems to go through. It's sort of intermittently. It's like a connection issue. Half connection, half everything else is fine, just the sound. Just the sound. Oh well. That's sort of working. Going in and out at least. The stream has started, but there was an issue. Other takers failed to post a tweet. Alright. That's whatever. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Alright. Now that looks like it's working for me, but see. Yeah. Seems good now. Oh well. We thanks for anybody that endured that. I'm personally going. Thanks, Kim. Massive appreciation. I seem to have resolved the issue. I have no idea what was going on. Folks, and I was on fire. I was telling you the way the world works, and I think the lizard people disconnected me. It's that simple, folks. They hate me. Doctors hate, it's like the meme, doctors hate him. See how you can live forever using this simple trick that's free, that nobody's charging you for. And that's why they don't want you to know this. Anyway, let's get cracking, folks. Welcome to the Start Building Me, my nightly concept to prove that training is essential in life. It's mandatory, folks, and it should be easy. And it's really nothing to fear. Come along. Learn the basics, realize that it should be enjoyable, folks. As simple as that. Sitting down and standing back up. Something that you can do all day, every day without issues, but I'm explaining to you how to do it properly, right? So what we're doing, we're sitting down and we're standing back up. What exactly are you doing? Are you mindful of what is involved? You sit down, the weight's going to the outside of your feet, back into your heels, and then standing back up. It's that simple, folks. You have to just put a whole bunch of things together, and it's not always so straightforward. So you have to think about, what am I actually doing? And most people don't do that. Sorry if I seem a little bit distracted, folks. I am, because now my modem's telling me that nothing's working, but I'll try to kick it off for a little bit longer. Let's see if we can do some squats. Stick it to the lizard people with me, folks. Let's do some squats. If we bust out a few, then that's the whole point. We're winning. So what are we doing for a squat? We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And hey, if that's all we do, folks, that's my point. We've done exercise tonight. I can go back and play Gran Turismo. I was playing a GT3 Porsche on Bathurst, Mount Panorama. One of my favorite cars on one of my favorite courses, if not my favorite course. So let's do another 5 more. Sitting back into your heels and standing back up. Weight's going to the outside of your feet, folks. Always be mindful of that. The weight's going to the outside of your feet. You can see it. weight goes to the outside of my feet. You're driving your toes into the ground, sitting back into the heels. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, like a machine. When you breathe in, you're keeping everything tense on the way down, and out on the way up. Just like when you see a boxer when they punch. You're pushing that air out, expelling that air out on the way out, keeping your core tense in case you have to absorb a punch as well. So that's why you should be focusing on your breathing as well. Before you focus on your heels, toes, weight to the outside of your feet, body position, anything, folks, focus on your breathing. The most important thing in life, folks, is to focus on your breathing, right? Just do that. And you'll be able to do it indefinitely. That's what you should be doing, folks. Think about that. Really simple. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So that's two different variations. One is to breathe in first, breathe out on the way out. The other one is just to breathe in on the way down and then out on the way up. The second modality, rather the second adjustment, the second variety, to say it easier, is the easy one to focus on. So and that's how the exercise goes, folks. The most important exercise you can do always is breathing. Even if you come to Start Building Me and you have a disability, mental or physical, you haven't trained before, what you can do is practice breathing, folks. As I said, the most important discipline of all is breathing. So when you see me do a squat, you can breathe. You can breathe in as well. So look and be like, I'll try and practice getting my body aligned properly and try and make that aligned so it looks aligned better in the camera. Does that look straight? Doesn't really. Wrong foot. Like that. And try and align a little bit closer. And just breathe with me, to quote the Prodigy, folks. Try and line up my feet a bit better. And now look, folks, something different, something I used to do on other days. Since I screwed up today, we'll do something different. So one exercise that I used to do on Start Building Me as a finisher, right? Because I'm done, I'm thrown off, but one thing that I can do that will improve my game and something that you can do to improve your life, bit of a bonus for sticking with me, specifically Kim. Thanks, you're a good friend, and it massively helps me to get some feedback. So thanks for the messages through to Signal. This one is for you. A really good exercise, as most of us, from sitting down, doing our work all day, we have internal shoulder rotation like that. What you can do is practice the external rotation, which is something that will keep our posture proper. So instead of us being like that, we're doing an exercise to do the opposite. So instead of being internally rotated, we're going to do an external rotation, which is something that stretches and strengthens all the muscles in our shoulders to give us better posture, which is something, folks, I can put it to you, that we all need, all right? So what we're doing is very simple. Thumbs up, folks. My favorite joint mobility exercise, something you can all benefit from. Think, thumbs up. You're rotating inwards, like thumbs down, to go down, and that's the internal rotation of your shoulder. The external rotation, in contrast, coming back up, rotating back out, thumbs up, and outwards. So in, down, oh, nice crack there, and rotating up, thumbs out, and back. And that's the motion. You're just going through it, rotating your shoulders through the motion, folks. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. This is something that you've got to do to make your posture improve, like that. So it's just like, think there's a nice exercise that they used to call the towel ringer for boxing. And it looks like this. So you can think of a towel being wrung out like that, and you're turning your body to switch from one arm to the other, right? And by doing that, you're doing the same thing. Another great exercise, just really stretching and loosening up those muscles in your shoulder. And folks, it might be beneficial for you. You might have bad posture. I love it. My flexibility and my shoulder mobility is terrible. Something like that exercise, a towel twister, or thumbs down inwards, thumbs down outwards. Very simple exercise to strengthen and increase your shoulder mobility. Another one whilst we're here, folks. I can't stress enough. My strongest training credentials are my neck strength and my grip strength, right? To me, the most important elements of being strong are those two things. So, if you just pinch your shoulders a little bit together so you're not like throwing your neck around like that, lift your shoulders a little bit, and just basically the extent of where your eyes are going, folks. And you're just doing some gentle head rolls. Oh my goodness. Strengthening your neck, getting blood flowing through your neck, into your brain. It's really nice to do these exercises, a nice drill change from doing, rep exercises, going to the gym, is what we used to call calisthenics. So now calisthenics seems to be sort of like chin-ups and gymnastics sort of stuff. But back in the day, what I used to call calisthenics is what they call joint mobility exercises now. So from your head to toe when you're boxing, you start with that. One direction, gently, not throwing your head around like that. Just think, where can my eyes see? And wherever your eyes can see, that's the extent of the motion. You're just basically following your eyes, and you're doing that. Side to side. Left to right is what we call yes, no, and maybes. The only culture I've seen doing maybes, I think, is in the Indian culture. You see they do that side to side one, which is awesome. Shout out to anybody from India. I used to work with a lot of Indians because I work in IT, and they have a cool culture there. If you love cricket, you'll be in their good books. So after that, like I said, we've done some shoulder work, shoulder mobility. Very simple, forwards, backwards. Do a few of those, loosen up those shoulders. My goodness, feels good, right? The other one is this. Ooh, crack, yes, feels good. Crack. Don't do crack, kids. I'm going to be taken out of context like a Joe Rogan episode. They'll be like, Dave on Start Building Me endorses crack. Good thing I've got very few people watching it. But it doesn't mean that I don't have a lot of people watching it. Most people are just not live, because people who are coming from Europe and in the States, shout out to all you guys. This is not the ideal time for you guys. I will be trying to improve my timeliness to the other continents, but at the moment it's just a demo, folks. I'm just practicing being in front of the camera to be able to start doing different time slots, but at the moment I'm just practicing in front of the camera. Anyway, like I was saying, another one, a good one to do, you can sort of hold your hand like that or grab your wrists, and you can just take a little bit of pressure off your feet when you're going the opposite direction, so you don't lock up your back. You can just get that last bit of stretch out of you, nice and relaxed. Now this is one that used to terrify the men in boxing gyms, because you're not sort of swinging your hips, you're sort of thrusting, right? And guys like, no, I don't like to do that. Be comfortable with your sexuality, folks. It's just an exercise. You don't have to get all squeamish about it. It's like, think of, instead of, you're not swinging your hips like a hula hoop, you're thrusting. So think of like a really slow twerk. And what you're doing is you're gyrating your pelvis around, and it feels really weird, but it shouldn't, because it's again, it's this range of motion that your hips have and that your pelvis has. And it's like anything calcifies or gets rusty. If you think of cars, you got to clean the joints, you got to move everything through the range of motion, folks. And when people go to the gym, and like I said, people don't like to walk properly because they're worried about what other people think of them. And this is why I do Start Building Me, folks, is because everybody I've trained in the past, I've improved their self-esteem and their confidence in things. To me, that's the most important part of training, is that I can go and do whatever the hell I want in life, and I don't care about the judgment of anybody else, because I don't care. I know I'm the shit. But also I just know that I am doing the right thing, and you should have confidence in yourself to know that you're doing the right thing as well. And if somebody's laughing at you for doing something like that at the gym, let them laugh. Who are they? You know, it's like Mayhem, the metal band, says on the Headbanger's Journey. Who are they? Fuck them. You know, sorry to swear, but you know, that's my whole point. Who's anybody in their judgment, you know? Who are they? Screw them, right? Back yourself, folks. That's why I'm here, is to try and get people to back themselves. In a world where there are so many critics, as Chopper Read said famously, you know, well, from the movie at least, Beethoven had his critics too. See if you can name 3 of them, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the critics. Or as Kendrick Lamar says, the person in front of the gun is a person who lives forever, right? So forget the haters, just do what you're going to do. So long story short, don't feel dumb. It's sort of hard to see because I'm wearing black, but, you know, move your body, no, was it shake your body, that drum and bass song, you know? Couldn't care less. Do that, move through your hips through the motion. Then where do you go from there? You go to your legs. So if you can hold, you see what ballet dancers do. They'll hold a bar or hold their door, and they'll do that, right? They'll swing their legs back and forth. I've even got reasonable enough balance to move my hip through. You see rugby players doing it. They hold each other's shoulders, and they're swinging their legs out like that. My balance, I'm going to fall over and break my legs. Then I won't be able to stream tomorrow, folks. So you get the point. Do it holding the door. And then the other one, you can do that. The next one, down to your knees, moving your knees through the range of motion, like thus, or thusly, as Mr. Burns would say. And the next one after that is you're moving your ankle through your joint. You can do your toes as well if you want. Lift your toes up, put them back down, lift your toes up, put them back down. If not, just move your ankles through. I'll try and get that ankle in that camera. And move your ankles through the range of motion. You can do your wrists. We used to always do our wrists when boxing. Move everything through your range of motion. I've obviously done my jaw, folks, because I don't shut up the entire time that I'm on this Start Building Me cast. And folks, with all my distractions aside, I'm still very happy with all my yellow color formatting. Very, very appealing aesthetically, folks. So I like my virtual studio here in yellow and blue. My original uni colors that I used to box in. And I don't know, I just think blue and yellow are a nice refreshing color. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. I'll be back tomorrow with a stream that works, up and ready to do some proper joint mobility squats and push-ups. And folks, as always, much love wherever you are in the world. Disregard the media. We're all going to be okay. Don't be stressed out by things that you don't have control over, and focus on the things that you do have control over, which is yourself. Forget the haters, like I said, forget the critics. Come here, train with me, tell me what's going on in your life. Tell me something that you learned today, tell me the best thing that happened to you, and message me on Twitter if you've got any questions. And I always love to hear from people. So please, if you've got a question, something that I can answer in here, I'm always happy to do that, folks, because like I said, this is my life. It improves my life in every single way, and I really need other people to understand that. Until then, folks, take it easy. I'm gonna go get a kebab. I'm gonna go play Gran Turismo 7. It's gonna be amazing. My dogs are losing their minds outside. They wanna be here on the stream, but as young Dale proved the other day, he just takes up the space and just demands pats. So we can't have that in here, not when there's training on the stakes. On the cards, whatever, you know what I mean. Love you all. Thanks heaps for your help, Kim, as always.